Have you ever experienced hair loss? Statistics have shown that more than 147 million people today from across the globe are suffering from hair loss. And this number is still growing by 10% each year. Targeting the surging demand for improved hair quality as well as cure for hair loss, we started on a journey to examine how the extract of tobacco leaves could be used to treat hair loss, stimulate hair growth, and ensure healthy and beautiful hair. That is the birth of our company, TabacE. Such an unprecedented approach of using tobacco leaf extract as hair care oils will also help tobacco farmers transit by retargeting their focus from the traditional cigarette industry to the brand new billion market for cosmetics and hair care, thus creating a double win scenario.
Androgenetic alopecia, or AGA, is one of the most common chronic hair loss problems seen by dermatologists worldwide.
In order to understand how tobacco treats AGA, we must understand the underlying mechanism of the disease itself. AGA is a genetically predetermined disease caused by excessive response to androgen. The main pathogenic androgen in AGA is dihydrotestosterone, which is shown in the video below. This structure is produced by the enzyme 5-alpha reductase. This enzyme and hormone together will cause hair follicles to shrink and to produce hair that are miniaturized so that they cannot cover the scalp completely. Therefore, an ideal treatment for AGA should contain an inhibitor of 5-alpha reductase, therefore halting the production of DHT, and even better, they should be able to promote hair growth. The conventional treatment includes minoxidil and finasteride. However, their severe adverse effect limited their clinical usage. And this is exactly where tobacco stepped into the spotlight. Tobacco leaf extract satisfies all aforementioned criteria, as its alkaloid, including nicotine and nicotinamide, is able to inhibit the activity of 5-alpha reductase. Moreover, there are growth factors inside the leaf, which can stimulate the hair growth activity. One study shows that 30% concentrated tobacco solution is able to stimulate hair growth in male albino western sprouts. Further study is going to be conducted on chemotherapy-induced patients and volunteers. This shows that tobacco leaf extract treatment for AGA have a great potential. We will also be adding tobacco oil into the mixture, as it contains a variety of nutrients that are able to refresh the scalp and nourish the hair. A shiny glaze of silky hair is made possible by using our tobacco-dependent product. Our product is very easy to make. First, we have to collect the leaves from tobacco plantation. Then we have to macerate them and soak them in the cow urine for 28 days. After this time period, they are harvested, deophilized, and then powdered. We finally mix the powder with tobacco oil, water, aroma compounds, and other necessities. And this is our hair essence product. Our packaging technology will be relying on polyvinyl alcohol, which is PVA. It is an environmentally friendly plastic that swiftly degrades when exposed to water. This technology is readily available as it is already implemented in making washing powder packaging now. And these features are very innovative indeed.
Furthermore, I believe that our concept is more innovative and beneficial compared to the existing technologies and treatments. The most used conventional treatments are medicines called minoxidil and finasteride. Finasterides may cause sexual side effects and mental depression. Minoxidil will interrupt your hair growth cycle by causing hairs in the telogen phase to shed. Instead, our product won't bring obvious effects that are harmful to humans' body. It is 100% without chemical. The second popular way to treat hair loss is through the surgery. Advertisement about hair transplantation can be seen everywhere. However, the cost is relatively high, that not everyone can afford it, and also it may contain risk of infection. In comparison, we use an external applied way that won't cut off people's vulnerable skin, thus reducing risk of infection.
And now, I'm going to introduce the current market and competitor analysis. After a thorough research, we found that the global hair loss treatment market is approximately $8.62 billion globally in 2021, and it is estimated to be $11 billion in 2027, with a compounded annual growth rate of 3.83%. The major drivers of the market are changing lifestyle patterns, adoption of a hectic schedule that increases stress levels, which in turn results in a frequent hair loss at an earlier stage among the young population, a growing disposable income, and an increased emphasis on the appearances. Usually, middle-aged males are the dominant consumers of hair loss treatment products. According to the Cleveland Clinic's, half of men in the world experience hair loss by age of 50. About 70% of men will lose hair as they get older, and 25% of bald men see first sign of hair loss before age 21. And thus, this constant new consumer flow into the market makes it hard to be saturated. And therefore, the entire hair loss industry is considered to be promising because of a surge in demand. Currently, there are three main competitors in the market: Philip Kingsley Bodybuilding Shampoo, Pantene Grow Strong Shampoo, and the L'Oreal Paris Fibrology Shampoo. Tulip Kingsley is considered a luxurious brand with a special care and treatment to boost their hair growth. It occupies a large and solid part of the market share because of the good reputation. But since we're not targeting the luxury market, it is a lot better. As for the Pantene Grow Strong shampoo, even though we're competing for the same market, the consumer loyalty is not promising. When we searched online, there were tons of negative comments about it, all because of the artificial chemicals it contains. And last but not least, the L'Oreal Paris. With a decent price, L'Oreal is also aiming towards the general public with a potent product. In fact, there are much less derogatory comments in terms of it in the market. And so, it is a huge and powerful competitor.
Despite our potential competitions, we're confident to acquire customers and achieve desirable sales due to our unique mission to provide both environmental friendly and highly effective products while helping tobacco farmers. We will be selling our products at a competitive price of $27.49 per box, each box containing 6 water-soluble packs of our tobacco hair care oil. Starting as a small business and thanks to our highly comprehensive and complementary team, our startup costs will be relatively low, with only about $14,100, meaning that we will be able to break even within our first year of operation and grow steadily within our next few years. Projection of ourselves also estimate a yearly net profit margin of over 32%, as well as our net income to double several times over the next 5 years of operation. So how are we going to get the money to start building this socially and environmentally beneficial product? Well, the answer is we will be raising funds from 3 major sources: family and friends, crowdfunding, as well as attending incubator programs and competitions that provide both desirable monetary support as well as professional guidances. All these funding sources combined will give us over $265,000 in the beginning stages of our company, which is more than enough to cover up our startup costs, as well as fund initial marketing and research and development. The launching of our company will be divided into 4 stages, with most of the funding going to the first 2 stages of development, which will be centered around research and development of our product, the setting up of the company, as well as initial marketing, as we will open up selling channels, mainly centering around Amazon in our second stages. For 3rd and 4th stages, our plan is to redirect sales and traffic back to our own website, establish partnerships with local farmers or like retailers and companies and salons, and eventually expanding nationally and internationally.
Tobacco is more than just a revolutionizing approach to treating hair loss.
So our product, we have embarked on a journey to help thousands of struggling tobacco farmers.
And we also strive to help millions of people who suffer from great mental depression due to hair loss problem.
It's time we correct the road's involuntary connection of tobacco to harm by showing how it can actually make people's life better.
We invite you to set on this journey with us.
We are
Tobacco.